Okay, good morning everyone. I think we're live now. This is a new feature I'm using on YouTube, which is quite good. It means I can go out in the field, and if everything works, and I think it does, it should be fine. So, good morning to you. It's been some time now since we've seen the hawk, and in fact, the last time we saw him was on the 28th of July, and then we had on the 6th of August, we had a big party. And just last week, I've been back at the nest. It's been beautiful autumn. I had a look at the nest, and I thought, my goodness, going back to all the clips I have, the information which I've gone through thoroughly in the last weeks, I decided, why not make a complete story? There's been so much documentation. Hi, good morning. Mark is also there. That's very nice. Good morning, Mark. There's been so much documentation about this amazing story, a hawk being this red-tailed hawk 6 times smaller than the size of its siblings. How would it be possible that this could be raised in such a positive way? It was first discovered on May 29th, and I'll go all through that in my documentary, and was last seen almost 2 months later on the 28th of July in very good health. And it's something that is really worth celebrating. How rare such an event is, we don't quite know, but we do know that the odds of success seem to be very low, because usually red-tailed hawks, and there are about 2.1 million in North America, most of which are in the States. So the red-tailed hawk is a very common bird of prey, very successful, has beautiful feather structures, same feather structures, about 7,000 feathers, similar to eagles. And since these, initially, there were 2 red-tailed hawks, one survived. We don't know what happened to the other one, but we do know that this was followed worldwide, and it was an incredibly exciting story, so exciting. So I've looked through all my, hang on, I'm just going to look at your comments here too, so just give me a second. Good morning. Yes, I'll just say good morning to everyone. So I see here Lucian, I see Michelle, I see Anna-Marie, Michelle, yes again, and Patty, good morning. Very nice to have you all. Laura is also there from Eagle Nation. Very nice to have you all. So I'm excited for many reasons. First of all, because this documentary has forced me in a good way to look much deeper into all the facts, what is known and what is not known, what is true and what is not true. And also with my footage, I think it does give quite a compelling story, and the wonderful people who have interacted, not only from the community but also from the science world, there seems to be a very consistent picture here of what has actually happened. Amanda's there. Hi Jenny, I also see you. Very nice to have you all. And really, I'm delighted at this new feature on the iPhone. Lovely to be here. Yes, I'm delighted for this new feature on the iPhone, because it simplifies my setup. Before, when I did scheduled events, I would only be able to run it from the computer. Now there's a new feature that allows me to announce events, so that you will be warned. For example, if I'm out looking at eagles, you'll be warned that I will be live at a certain time, and then it makes it much, much easier. Yes, Jackie says, the Eagle Hawk story introduced me to you, Christian. I said, well, very nice, and I was introduced to so many of you. As you know, National Geographic did a great job, at least 2 documentaries sent on it, and there was a lot of discussion going on. Where does it come from? Well, you probably know the answer. I won't tell you too much about about the details of my documentary. But what you will see is some really unique footage that I discovered I'd never shown before. So I was excited to get back and see, oh my goodness, this is so cool. What we have here, how can this little hawk behave so incredibly assertive? So really, really nice. Yeah, I can see a lot of people here now. That's really wonderful. So the plan is, I will release this. If everything goes well, I'll release it next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'm still working at it. And if you have any wishes, and that's also why I want to talk to you here, what expectation do you have? What would you like to have included? Maybe I've forgotten things. And that gives me another chance to communicate with you. You may very well remember the conversation that you had, most of you have had with Professor Bird and eagle biologist David Hancock in July, going through all the details. And I've gone through this really incredibly well run interview, mainly because of you all, because of the questions you asked. I was flabbergasted at the excellent questions. And I put this all, the most important questions are going to appear in the documentary as part of it, so you have everything in one place. And hopefully this will be elude much more on the, you know, on this really amazing hawk and the way it has lived. So let me know right now if there's any other things that you would like to have included, and if it makes sense, I will include it. Yes, it was a great conversation, Anne-Marie. I think this documentary, together with the footage that I have, really makes compelling sense. I mean, there are many things we don't know, but we do know a lot more than we knew when we started on 29th of May, and that's really quite compelling. Okay, so look forward. It'll be about 20 minutes, around 20 minutes, and I'll be launching maybe next Saturday or Sunday. I'll work throughout this week just to get the fine-tuning and any other wishes. If you miss this broadcast and you say, well, Christian, it's a pity that this and that wasn't discussed, just let me know, okay? Just write to me. Okay, so if you have any questions, just just throw them at me. It's really exciting. Updates on the red-tailed hawk. The last that was seen, what's it? V-A-I. Yeah, I hope I pronounced that correctly. The last updates we know from the 28th of July, that was the last time David Hancock saw it. What we do know, just a few days earlier, you probably saw the scene where the red-tailed hawk takes some fish and feeds very well on it. There was a big discussion, of course, can red-tailed hawks live on fish and so on. Yes, they can, as you know, otherwise it wouldn't have survived. But 28th of July was the last time we saw it, and it's positive. Some red-tailed hawks go into migration, some stay in the space, but I won't give too much away because that is all captured in the documentary. Michelle, does anyone know if the in Southwest Florida is still alive? You know, I will be broadcasting more live on the eagles, and the Southwest Florida Eagle Cam has now a 360-degree camera, which is really exciting. So some of my future broadcasts, and with the capabilities I now have technically, I will bring in the Southwest Florida Eagle Cam. As you know, that last December, it was about mid-December, we had a world sensation where one chick, I think, didn't make it, the other one did, and I was documenting this for the first time on another camera, Southwest Florida Eagle Cam. And if I get enough sponsors, I would even go to the nest and broadcast live from it. I'd make a trip to Florida, if that helps, and broadcast live from it. But on the other hand, Florida does an excellent job, really an excellent job with their 360. Can red-tailed hawks eat fish, Clinton? Yes, they can. It would not have survived. The nest is right next to the ocean, right next to the water, and it would not have been possible. Protein is protein, and red-tailed hawks, similar to eagles, bald eagles, are very opportunistic, and they will eat whatever is necessary. The question is, how does it go on? And some of that you will see captured in the documentary. Okay. Yes, Amanda says, I've been watching. That's how I originally found you there, E9. Yes, exactly, Amanda. And it's an exciting, the time's coming up. Now we have the beginning of November, so we have a beautiful autumn here. The eagles have come back, and I will be going out much more with my eagle camera, and hopefully, if there's enough support and interest from all of you, I will be broadcasting live more frequently from the eagles that we have in this area, and also from Harrison Mills, wherever I get a signal, because the time's coming back. Anne-Marie asked again, do you have footage on both red-tails before the second one disappeared? The answer is very clear. There is one footage, there's one photograph that I have, and shared with kind permission from Sherry, That is the footage from the 29th of May, and that's also how the documentary starts. 2 were there. Then on the 31st of May, the first video documentary came in, and already then there was only 1 red-tailed hawk. So probably we suspect that within the 2 days, one of them didn't make it. If you look carefully at the image that Cherie took, you will see, and this is a little bit of speculation, it looks like one of them is not very well. So I believe that the one on the right-hand corner that we see in her picture, and you'll be seeing this in my documentary, is probably the one that did not make it, and the other one make it. But that is speculation again, this because we don't have any live footage on that. It was an absolute coincidence that she, and very lucky coincidence that she discovered this. I mean, who would have known that red-tailed hawks would have been in an eagle's nest? It looked just like small eaglets at first. Okay. There, we 2 camps, 2 nests. I can see here Joanne is writing something. Thanks for all the info. Oh, beautiful picture. Thank you. Okay. I don't think red-tailed hawks catch fish. Well, the question, they don't catch fish, but they're opportunistic. If there is fish around, they will eat it. But they do catch small mammals and rodents for sure. And that's where the imprint comes in from their parents. Okay, but again, that'll be discussed in my documentary. So really interesting. Okay, so that's about it. I don't want to make it too long. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm still the one who I am. I'm still the passionate person, the same person. I've spent a lot of time with hummingbirds in the meantime. Some of you say, oh man, hummingbirds are so uninteresting. What's he talking about? No, they're not. They're absolutely fascinating. Everything that we have on this planet is so fascinating because a lot of things that we don't know. So I spend a lot of time on hummingbirds, but I will be using my high-speed camera on eagles to show very slow takeoffs. In slow motion, some feather details and so on. I'll be going a lot into that with slow motion camera too. Won't be able to do that live though, because the abilities are not there on that slow motion camera to do it. However, I will certainly share the footage. Okay, so Ursula's also there. Well, thank you very much for joining, and hopefully just hang on to next Saturday, Sunday. Look out for it. I won't make another announcement about this. I just wanted to tell you everything's fine, and we'll get the story going. And on that note, I'll just jump over. Let me see if I can if I can manage to stop this stream somehow. Let's see if I can